The more you chase something, the further away it seems. The harder we cling, the more elusive it becomes. But when we stop desperately trying, things seem to fall into place effortlessly. Why does this happen? And how can we use this principle to improve our lives today? Some people mistake no attachment for not caring, but there's a big difference between detachment and indifference. Indifference is apathy. It means you stop caring entirely. No attachment means that you care deeply, but you're not dependent on the outcome. Envision holding sand in your hands. If you try to grip it tightly, it slips through your fingers, but if you gently let it sit in your cupped hands, it stays there. This applies to life. Grasp too hard and you will lose what you seek, but when you gently let things exist in their natural state, they linger effortlessly for as long as you desire. Many people believe that effort translates into results, but chasing less can actually nurture a better outcome. While effort is necessary, too much attachment to the outcome often leads to stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. In Taoism, Wu Wei means effortless action. It emphasizes aligning with the natural flow of the Tao, acting in accordance with natural principles without excessive effort or striving. It means we stop forcing things and embraces the idea that things work best when we allow them to flow naturally, following the natural rhythms of life rather than fighting against them. Wu Wei teaches us that sometimes the best way to achieve something is to allow it to unfold naturally rather than trying to control every detail. It is not indifference or passivity. It does not mean we stop making an effort. It is a deep trust in the flow of existence. Think of water flowing in a river. It doesn't resist or struggle. It moves effortlessly around obstacles. Consider the example of a job interview. If you over-prepare and stress about every possible question, you may appear stiff and unnatural. You might come across as nervous in an interview, but if you trust in your abilities and let the conversation flow, you exude confidence and ease. Success in any area of life works the same way. Constantly worrying about results creates mental resistance, making it harder to perform at your best. The moment we let go of the need for control, we open the door for results to come naturally. One of the biggest reasons people fail is because they focus too much on the results instead of the journey. Think about the most confident people you know. They don't chase the approval of others, yet naturally attract respect. Why? Because they don't need it. They have an innate sense of security that draws others to them. This applies in every area of life. Shift your focus to the process. If you're learning a new skill, don't fret over your progress, but rather enjoy the learning. If you're trying to lose weight, don't obsess on a desired result, but focus on and enjoy a healthy lifestyle. When you're overly eager in a relationship, you might push the other person away. Caring too much can cloud your judgment. Attachment creates tension, and that tension blocks success. When you detach from the outcome and immerse yourself in the present, results naturally follow. Buddhism teaches the principle of non-attachment not as a way to stop caring, but as a way to free yourself from unnecessary suffering. This doesn't mean that you stop valuing things. It means you stop needing them to be happy. When you let go of emotional desperation, you make clearer, better decisions. When you stop caring about whether others like you, you become more authentic, which makes you more likable. When you stop obsessing over success, you free yourself from the fear of failure, allowing you to take bolder steps. The moment you stop trying so hard to prove yourself is the moment people start noticing your value. So how do you actually practice letting go? Here are 3 powerful techniques. 1. Set goals, but don't obsess over what you want. Detach from the how and when. Focus on the actions within your control rather than the timeline of the results. 2. Practice mindfulness. Stay present in the moment, instead of worrying about the future. When you start thinking of the result, bring your focus back to the task at hand. 3. Trust the process and the timeliness. If you don't see immediate results, it doesn't mean you're failing. The universe works in unseen ways, and patience often brings the best rewards. The moment you stop obsessing over success, relationships, or happiness, you create space for them to come to you naturally. The paradox of life is that the less you need something, the more likely you are to get it. So instead of chasing results, shift your energy to the present moment, focus on growth, taking inspired action, and then let go. The results you seek will follow.